Thank you, Cedric, and thank you for the invite as well, which is great. So what I'm going to be talking about is planetary restoration, informing pathways through Earth observation. I've got lots of people to thank at the end, so I'll do that. But I just thought I'd give this overview first of all. So the keynote is about, over the past decades, we've been looking at Earth observation data. There's lots of unique insights that they provided about how humans have changed the planet, but also how natural processes and events have occurred. We'll provide a perspective on how these data can be used also to help restoration of the planet, and that's really interesting in terms of ecosystem environments and giving a way forward, how we can protect and conserve biodiversity, reverse declines, and make more sustainable use of resources. And that will only benefit people and nature alike. I'm going to use diverse examples around the world, so you're right, Cedric, we're doing a global tour, and look at the capacity to consistently retrieve what we call environmental descriptors from satellite data and also on the ground, historically and over multiple points in time, and then how we can combine these to make land cover maps which are consistent around the world, independent of scale and time as well. We'll be looking at how the data can provide evidence for change, particularly impacts of change and the pressures leading to change. So the talk you had this morning was really relevant, and the same with the honors as well. And why, what are the factors that drive it, economy and climate, and what we'll then look at is options and opportunities for using that information to imagine what you would like to value. How do you value landscapes, co-design and agree on future landscapes, and under a range of change scenarios, and monitor progress towards what you want to achieve. So that's the story, and hopefully you enjoy this as well. So Earth observation data provided decades of information, and you can see here most of the time-lapse in Google Earth Engine is really spectacular for this. Lots of images. It shows the deforestation, but in this case in Rondonia. And then there's the size of the UK. We've got radar, looks at mangrove. All the red is mangrove loss from radar from Japan. And then there's tropical deforestation from Bolivia, mining, and you can see what's happening to the planet. And you can see it, and you think, I can't do anything about that. It's just out of my realm. Maybe. So as a result of a lot of these, we're seeing now, there's lots of things that are happening, like we're losing glaciers and sea ice, and we're losing biodiversity. Our functioning natural ecosystems are no really longer functioning. Weather and climate is all over the place at the minute, and we're losing water resources. And so we've almost connecting that record from